Hello, viewers. Welcome to another great success story from Poonam here. And she cleared PMP recently. So first, congratulations, Poonam, for this great achievement.
Thank you, Shriram. Thank you so much.
Great.
And thank you for the wishes and thank you for the classes and thank you for everything.
Hard work lies with you. I know August 23rd is a freedom day for you out of these books and every day putting effort on reading and learning. Good efforts there. Now, quick ask from you is how do you maintain this consistency towards examination? Because anyone preparing for the exam, the only question is, I could not sit with the book more than 2 days, or I could not maintain the rhythm of reading. So how do you maintain that rhythm and what is the secret behind that?
Okay, so first of all, I'll start this is whoever is having this feeling, it's a very natural and a very correct feeling because everyone goes through that. So, because when you're in that phase, you feel that, oh, there's some problem with me. I'm not able to study. Everyone goes through the same phase. But what differentiates us is how we cope up with that and how we come out of that. So I'll touch upon that point. First of all, when you are sitting in your classes, when Sriram is teaching, be fully attentive. Anyways, those 4 hours just go like that. So be fully attentive, take notes. And to keep up your momentum, try and break down your journey into small pieces and make achievable milestones. Don't think that in 1 week I'll finish 7 chapters. No, that's not possible. In a day, you'll not be able to do 7 chapters. So make realistic targets, and I'll try and frame this in terms of project management. Like you understand your constraints and tailor your study pattern according to what fits you.
Makes sense, Poonam. Make a realistic plan. Okay, don't make some plan which is super heavy. I like that point. Okay, good. I appreciate that. Amazing, great. So you moved towards examination, and the exam went well on 23rd of August. Now, how much of time it took for you to go to exam from the
So I
class?
was in the Jan batch. I was the Jan 23 batch. I still remember and I still have that in my notes when Shriram had asked us that put a date that as to when do you want to appear for your PMP. And my date was 23rd of March. That is what I had written in my book. But I was delayed, but I'm happy that I achieved it. But I realized that 23rd of March was not realistic. And hence I touched upon that point, that set up realistic targets. So I took my own time, being a working mother, and you spend almost 10 to 12 hours in office. I have a kid. So when I took up these classes, I'll just touch upon that also. And when I say tailor it according to your constraints, because my daughter was in 10th standard, so she had her board exams approaching in March. So I thought that I can enroll in Jan because anyways Jan Feb was kind of a curfew mode in our house. So we didn't have, there was hardly any movement. So I utilized that time best. She was also studying and then I was also studying. So it was good that both of us were studying.
Okay.
Both of us both nights, making coffee, making some hot chocolate. So we enjoyed that part. So I made fun out of that also. So I'm getting quality time with her also, but I'm also studying.
That's interesting, Poonam. So you inspired by her and she inspired by you. That's good. Pretty good. Good to know. That's an interesting part. By the way, don't worry about the months or time it took, because it is all about how much you learn clearly. There is no point clearing in 1 month, got a certificate, but nothing went inside. I cleared exam, and if I go for interview or apply in a job, if I don't have a clarity, it doesn't make sense at all. So realistic goal is important. Fantastic. Thanks for that point. So which books were convenient for you for reading and understanding the concepts?
So Rita and Agile Practice Guide.
Okay.
And as because everyone talks about PMBOK, even before I had started with the classes, I had a printout of PMBOK 7. But I'll be honest, and with all due respect, PMBOK 7 is not really of any, I didn't find it useful. I just started to read it, but it was not. PMBOK 6, some of the, so what I did was I did Rita, an Agile practice guide. And basis my mock, there were certain areas where, I was recurrently making mistake. So I thought maybe, let me try another book or some other 2-3 pages, which may help me. Maybe I'm reading the same thing again and again, and I'm getting so used to it that I'm not following it. So hardly few pages for certain topics, I went through PMBOK 6, hardly few, because they have given like a flow chart or a diagram.
Okay.
So those I referred.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's an Agile practice.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's clear. I know we kept PMBOK for reference purpose. Some topic, if I don't get a clarity or I want to understand the language of PMI, probably I can go there. Okay. That is clear. And the other question come from people is practice exam. What is the limit for it? People get confused whether I have to get a high score or low score. One confusion. The second confusion is how many exams I have to take. These two confusion, people are worried and they don't know when to go for exam. Obviously, many people reach out and share me the score and I will be able to tell them. But there are many people who don't reach out us. They themselves want to decide because we are used to the habit of not going to the doctor. We ourselves go to the medical store, get something, right? So now, how do you went on this practice exams? How does it work for you?
So practice exams, again, a recommendation that all of you please take them very seriously and regularly. So I'll go step by step. First of all, the daily 10 questions which we get over WhatsApp. So I used to solve all 10 of them. And I used to maintain an Excel wherein I used to write the score. And just some fancy thing, like I used to make a graph also just to look at how I'm doing. It just visually, at times when you have something like visual, it hits you. Either it inspires you or it doesn't. So there'll be a dip few days where I'll get 30%, 40%. And I had put in a formula, that percentage. So, and I had that Excel in my laptop. So, but do that very regularly. Follow the daily question which come in the WhatsApp group, read through the explanation. So this is one part. Now coming to the mock, I have given in total 7 mocks, full mocks. I know I am one of those few who have given a little more, and but I've given 7 full mocks. And I had somewhere decided within myself, until unless I'm not getting above target in full mock, I'm not booking for my exam. That's what the success criteria I had set for myself. So I kept trying. But where I was doing a mistake is, and there I would like to spend few minutes is, there was in between a phase where, every week I was giving a full mock. So, but somewhere maybe I was just trying that, no, next time maybe I'll just do it. Next time maybe I'll just do it. But that does not work that way. You analyze your full mocks or read your even 40 questions, 60 question mock. Analyze the mocks. Read through the explanation. Even if your answer is correct, read it. Because at times, by fluke, you would have selected something and it goes correct. So read through the correct answers also. And so that is about the mocks. I gave 7. And once I started scoring above target, then I booked for my full exam. And, like as people say, there suddenly comes a day when everything starts falling into place. So I started scoring in ShriLearning mock also. And after that, the daily Q&A, which I was attempting, I was scoring 90, 100, 90, 100. So it was like, wow, why am I even waiting for 2 weeks? If I would have got a date earlier, I would have given now.
Yeah, that is true, right? But this is the effort what you did these many weeks and days, and it start maturing on that particular season. Yeah, that's a point. Good. You said about 10 questions or full exams. Good that. Thanks for that point.
Also, one thing I'll just add one more thing is because there was a phase, where I was just caught between this 57 to 60% in full marks. Yeah, I was somehow not scoring. So one of the problem was, which I mentioned, I was not analyzing. So the other thing which I did one day was I just sat to think and I was like, okay, if I have to score 65, how many correct answers I need to get? I just tried analyzing it in that way. So then I broke it down into different pieces. So I was like, every 60 questions, I just need to get 3 more correct answers. So 3, 3, 3. So in total, we'll 9. And that's how I'll go into that pass phase. So I tried motivating myself that, okay, come on, Poonam, in 60 questions, it's just 3 more which you need to get right. So that's why I say break it down into pieces and try and understand how you can sail through it.
Okay, that's an interesting point. So understand the ground rules clearly. Don't give a blind hit on something. That's a message. Okay. Of course, we are doing an exam called Project Management Professional. So you should have a professional approach. Okay. Great. Super, Poonam. Thanks a lot. So I heard about realistic goal. I heard about the books. I heard about the practice. All done. Now the main party day, the day of exam. Whatever you practice, the moment you hear the word exam, it automatically pops up. So how's it for you, the day?
So anyways, as you rightly said, the word exam itself, it beat anyone. It causes all the butterflies in the stomach and all the jitteriness. And after 19 years, I was giving an exam. So my daughter asked me a day prior that, Mama, when was the last exam that you gave? So I told her it was 19 years back. And she was like, wow, 19 years. So, and the icing on the cake was that I fell ill before the exam. Okay. I was down with viral fever, and so I am highly allergic, and I'm used to cold and cough. So my exam was on Wednesday. I caught some sore throat by Friday. I was very confident that by Sunday or Monday max I'll be fine. In fact, Sunday when we spoke over phone, also I told you, Shriram, I'll be all fine by Monday. But as Monday came, it worsened all the more. Monday, Tuesday. So in fact, Tuesday, I slept the entire day because I was so high on medications and everything. I just slept. But that was the day when I remember you telling us that the bottom is crowded, the top is always lean. And I was like, Poonam, you have to get into that 2% of people. Maybe this is the last lap of the mountain, which is more tough, but just sail through it, just go for it. My family asked me that, do you want to reschedule? I was like, no, I'll not reschedule. I'll go in for it. I went, and so it was a center-based exam. I had taken my medications and all, and I went. And they were like, no, ma'am, no handkerchief, no nothing. I was like, man, my nose is like this, my throat is like this. But they said, no, we'll provide you with tissue and all. But those 4 hours, it went like 4 seconds. I didn't even realize that, when those 4 hours went. And clicking on that button and then finally seeing congratulations, it was like, now,
Wow.
I really wanted to shout there, but there were other people appearing for the exam and I had to maintain the decorum. But it was an awesome feeling.
That's
And
great.
maybe, this fever but still sailing through it made me feel more happy that, okay, I was still able to go through it.
That's great, Poonam. I really want to appreciate that willpower you had. I remember the day your throat was so bad you can't even talk. I felt, man, she's big trouble. But don't want to put you down further. I said it's okay, go ahead, do it. But only worry for me is in exam center they should not block you, because some centers, if somebody with a cold, they say please don't do the exam. I was a little worried on that, but then I got a message, cleared the exam. Thank all went. Yeah, I know there's a good journey there. One question keep popping up from the people about the exam. Do the questions are very lengthy to read it, does it consume more time? That's a question we keep getting. So how do you felt about the exam?
Questions are not very lengthy. At max, they were 3 sentences. So not, like a paragraph kind of questions were not there. And I could finish the exam when almost 5 minutes were left. And I also took the 2 breaks. So I attempted the first 60 questions. Then I took a break. I went out. I had carried certain dry fruits with me and some water. So I consumed that, drank a little water, just walked around a little. So and use the restroom so that you are comfortable. And then I attempted the next 60. So it was very comfortable, and thanks to so many mocks which we give and so much practice that we do, so it was very comfortable.
Nice to know. Nice to know. So look like your practice sessions made you confident, and you are mentally prepared for your exam already. Before you get into the hall, you are clear what you want to do. Nice.
And each question I was attempting in terms of, maybe this could be the pass or fail question. So don't just select anything, So, just read. But yeah, there were few questions. I'll say hardly there were 2 questions maybe in which I spent some time, and then I was like, no, I'm not getting it. Let me select something. And then I flagged them, but then I went again back to them, and I felt, no, this option is only correct. No, Poonam, don't lose the momentum, because because first 60 go well, then you are kind of relaxed. Oh, I'll just pass. Everything will be fine. I was like, no, Poonam. I was telling in my mind to myself that, no, Poonam, any question can be a make or break question. So till the 180th question, give your full 100%. Don't relax.
Really motivating. Really motivating, Poonam. Great. Really good. I felt it's a good, energetic plan what you have made, and happy to see your daughter supported you. And I'm sure with family support, only we can go to such kind of examination, because we need that emotional connect as well. Because sometimes when you have to stay late night to reading, or scores are not coming a little down there, you need somebody to support you there. Great. Good to know. Good to know. I'm sure you're celebrating well after the exam. You had given some good food or a party for your family as they supported you. Yeah.
Of course, yes. So that's what I was talking. I guess I mentioned. Can you hear me, Shri?
Yes. Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah. So my husband, I still remember in November sometime chatting with Rahul and understanding how the format is. And my first answer was, no, I can't do this. How can I sit for 4.5 hours, on a weekend? But he motivated me. He was like, no, everything will happen at home. Don't worry. So the kitchen part or other things part, he managed. And he himself is a PMP certified professional.
Okay.
So when I used to give mocks, so he will ask me that, how did it go? So he's like, don't worry, it'll go, it'll happen. So, and then he used to also tell me, don't wait for that perfect moment when you will know everything 100%. So
that's a valuable point. Yeah.
The push from his side was also,
I understand. All right. That's good.
The exam, the question which you are asking about the good food part for the family. So on the exam day, after the results, It was another historic day. It was the Chandra. So we watched that, and then we went to a doctor because I was not well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think after the exam, fear would have gone and you would feel better, would have felt better.
Yes.
Okay, good. I think there is some network lag happening here and there, but still we are able to hear you, what you're saying there. First thing, I want to thank you, Poonam, for coming up here, sharing your experience. It was nice to hear about have a goal, but have a realistic goal. That's a good point. And then read the books clearly. Take time. Don't be like 1 week I'll read everything. No, you cannot. You need time. So that's very clear. Practice all the questions. Take time to analyze the questions. Do the root analysis. How can I come to a higher score? That's clear. Exam hall, you are clear on what to do. And so you're prepared well before going to the exam hall. And of course, the result comes. And finally, a good bond with the family as everyone participate in this celebration. That's very important. Rather, we alone put an effort, we involve team, our family also in this celebration. Good, Poonam. That's a good one from your side. Thanks a lot for giving all this information. Any more points or any more final tips for people?
I think I've covered
Okay, great.
enough, and just go ahead and make this. I when Shriram sent this message that he wants to do a success story, that's what I wrote to him. That reading this message is like a dream come true, because I have heard other people's success story, and I used to always think that, wow, these people have cleared. Hopefully someday I'll also be speaking. So it's like a dream come true for me. So go ahead, enjoy this journey. Of course, exam is important, but understand the subject. And as Sriram always used to tell us, that you are leaders. He wanted all of us to be good and efficient leaders, not just passing the exam. So have a bigger goal. That is what I'll say. And I'm sure all of those who are listening, you'll also be sharing your thoughts like this and having your success stories.
Perfect. Great. All right, great. And thanks all the viewers for watching this video. You can leave your comments and questions related to the exam. We'll be happy to help you. And let's all wish Poonam for her great success in her career. Good wishes, Poonam.
And once again, Shriram, thank you. The way you motivate all of us, and that's why, and the way you have taught the subject. Even now, when I open the refrigerator, it reminds me of backlog refinement, and so that's how it has come in our life. It built in those concepts. So keep up, you and your team. You are doing a great work.
Thanks a lot, Poonam. Thanks for remembering what we discussed in the class. I appreciate it. All right, good wishes. Carry on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.